Hi, Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 16th to the 31st, 2021 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Libra, October 16th to the 31st, 2021 Libra, money and career. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. At the bottom is our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. At our bottom, we have the world. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Our world is changing as we're entering into a new season of what we want and who we are. The Four of Earth and the Priestess. Now, the Priestess is the equivalent of the Sun card in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. There is a sense here of acknowledging and seeing vampiric energy. It's like this energy that has held us back before, kept us small, and now we're learning to stand in our strength, to really move forward to what we want. And there's a sense of this as I'm rising into my power, and I didn't know that I forgot that I had this power, that I had this blessing. Do people take us by eyes during this time because they see this beauty around us? Yes, they do. But there's this also a sense of things from the past coming forward into the present. There's a thing here where it's kind of like you have to kiss a lot of frogs to find your prince. That type of mentality, and that's brought over into careers, into, into finances. Like you have to fail in order for you to succeed. And there's something here where it's like the failure has been great and it has been enough. And there's a sense of now I get to take away or leave behind all the baggage that I have carried with me and find my path. And it's not going to be in alignment with this person's path here. The vampiric energy, there's really one person that comes through very distinctly that wanted you to follow in their footsteps or wanted you to do things exactly the way that they did it. And if you veer just a little bit from their plan, from the way that they wanted it, it feels like you're guilt tripped, or it feels like, you just can't please them. And there's this need here to stop pleasing them because you're not going to do it. Yeah, the Eight of Swords, there's this emotional kind of, I'm stuck and I'm overwhelmed and I feel like I'm never going to be able to get to the place that I want to be. But we have the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. It's like now if we can move away from being too much in our own heads, of overanalyzing, doubting ourselves. We move to being a student of our prosperity, a student of our bounty, a student of the power that we have. And it leads us to this place of harvest. It leads us to this place of hard work, but knowing that there are great rewards. And it brings us then to our public arena self. There's the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is the major arcana marriage card. So there can be something that we're absolutely committed to. And the Tower. The Tower is things have fallen apart. Now, it can be that we are committed to moving forward in midst of a tower time. That's why I left a bit, because it's like, okay, things haven't worked out the way that I had envisioned them, right? The way that we had, wanted them to instantaneously. And the Tower is showing great change. It's showing actually a path that we didn't think that we would be walking, and a sense of insight and ideas to things if we stay true to ourselves that start to change the game for us, start to move us in a direction, in an understanding that is more us than we had realized that we needed, that we had realized that we could embrace. Let's look at our energy, the energy to be mindful cards. So let's see it here. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Now, this is the moon. The moon is Pisces energy. This is a sense of fear. We have to get out of our own heads. That's going to be so important during this time, Libra, because during this time we can find that we have business deals. We can find that we're given these opportunities to do things, to learn things, and we're going to want to go for them. We really are, but there's going to be this fear that holds us back, or there's going to be the sense of, I have so many other commitments, or I have so much else to do. And also there's a sense of like apathy, not so much apathy, but like I can't handle one more thing on my plate. So here we're going to look at the fear that we carry. We're going to look at the chaos that is a part of us, and we're going to find our balance within it, our balance within ourselves, our balance for the understanding of ourselves. We also very much have to be mindful to people who monger to that fear, who play off of fear. And that's going to be their whole thing. Their whole thing is going to be, kind of doomsday, chaos, hurts and pains, and saying, why even bother? They're going to be rather nihilistic, and that's not going to help anybody. Let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So we have these two, both of the heart chakra, forgiveness and play. So we can't play unless we forgive ourselves. And that's part of the vampiric energy that's coming into play during this time. When we forgive, it's not only forgiving somebody else. So we talk about forgiving other people and how cathartic and wonderful that is. And that's good. It is good. But forgiving ourselves for being too young to do anything, forgiving ourselves for not seeing the manipulation that was going on around us, forgiving ourselves for just being in the situation, that's going to be powerful. It's forgiveness for ourselves that is the game changer here. And once we start to forgive ourselves, we can start to play. Because the interesting thing about human beings is that we cannot play if we don't feel safe. If we don't feel safe, we will not let down our guard. We will not play. That's why people say, oh, I haven't laughed like this in years. They mean it. They mean it because they haven't felt comfortable enough in years, or calm enough, or centered enough. And being able just to enjoy ourselves takes a level of calm, takes a level of connection that's really beautiful and really powerful. So we need to be mindful of this here. Now, as we move forward, we have our heart chakra coming through quite profoundly. We have the world opening to us. There's a sense here of the changing of seasons being astoundingly important to us. There's a change of insights and ideas and understandings and power and passion and movements forward. The Wheel of Fortune makes us feel during this time that we could be on a bit of a roller coaster ride. We thought we were heading in one direction, or we thought we had it all planned out, and we're going to be given curveballs during this time that make us doubt, that make us question, that make us look at things in a different way. And Spirit is saying here, it's not bad that you're looking at things in a different way, Libra. It's not bad that you're seeing things from like a different perspective, because now we're seeing where we stand and why we stand here, why we're moving forward, what we're moving forward towards, what it is that we want, what it is that we need. And it brings us then to looking at the vampiric energy, the energy that we've carried with us that has held us back, that has kept us silent, that has drained us. And it has in the realm of finances. It's like, this is the weight, this is the leech that has been taking from me and not empowering me. And the question is, why are we still carrying this? Or why are we still connecting with this person in such a way that they have this emotional, visceral effect on us. The priestess comes into play here, and it says, let you shine. Let you shine, because the thing with the Four of Earth, it's like, I'm not letting me shine. I'm protecting me. I'm keeping my head above water, but I'm not letting me shine. And the priestess says, let yourself shine. Embrace your voice. You've lost your voice. You've lost the spark, the insight, the ideas. And by losing this, it's kind of like I have to just hold on to what I have, because I'm always afraid that it's going to slip through my fingers, or I know that it can slip through your fingers so easily. I've seen things fall apart before. And now what Spirit is saying here is that we need to get out of our own heads. We need to stop looking at things as if they've already happened and look at things as if they are yet to be. Meaning that don't say, oh, I know what's going to happen, or, oh, I know how this person's going to play it out. Don't rely on anybody else. That's going to be really important during this time. It sounds rather fatalistic. It's not. What Spirit is saying here is that if you put all your faith into another person, they can disappoint you. They can have their own agenda. This is going to be a time where there's strength in embracing our own voice and looking at what it is that we need, that we want, that's powerful and purposeful for us, and that becomes the game changer. We get out of our own way, and it starts to have us see that we're not trapped the way that we thought we were. We're not trapped, period. And that there is a way forward that we hadn't anticipated before. And it comes with us being the student. It comes with us emotionally looking at things and saying, well, what about this? And what if I tried that? And what if I move forward this way? And what if I, and what if I, and what if I? Keep a little notebook by you, or, talk it into your phone. Be able to express what you're seeing, what you need, what you're moving forward in, the ideas that you have, because this is going to be a time where we start to get these ideas that can launch us forward. We start to get these ideas that help us make sense of the chaos that we're living in, the everything that's going on. And it comes from almost having like a childlike perspective. It comes from looking at things with openness and honesty and instinct and ideas. And it brings us to the Nine of Pentacles. It brings us to looking at the now. Guard your money. Okay? Don't trust people blindly. Again, I know that sounds fatalistic or pessimistic, but it's not. It's really saying here, be in control of your world. Take that control and walk forward with it. There are going to be things that start to come together. There's going to be this sense of a celebration, and it can be like a fast celebration. It can be like a birthday or something like that, but it's going to be a celebration before all the hard work begins again. Take time to celebrate, take time to play, take time to laugh, take time to enjoy. If somebody invites you out for drinks, or, everybody's hanging out, why don't you come with us? Say yes, okay? And let yourself have fun. Let your hair down. There's going to be something here where in those instances where there's fun, in those instances where you're not thinking about work, where you're not worried about money, where things aren't weighing you down, and there's this release, all of a sudden, that's when the big ideas start to happen. That's when you kind of meet the person who can point you in the right direction. And it moves us to the Hierophant. It moves us to being connected. It moves us to this place of following our traditions. It doesn't mean that we have to embrace orthodoxy. We can actually rebel against certain types of orthodoxy, but we start to say, this is me. This is what I need. This is what I want. This is what I desire. If I go against this, I go against myself. If I, don't follow up, if I don't move forward, then I will not be me. And I will be what somebody else had wanted me to be, but not who I want to be. And it brings us to the Tower. It brings us to this place of change. It brings us to this place of being thrown out of our comfort zone. Yes, we are embracing our traditions. We're embracing what's intrinsically important to us. But as we're thrown out of our comfort zone, as we're seeing things more openly and honestly, as we're looking at the times that were absolutely terrifying for us, we start to see the strength that we have, or we start to see the way that we were forged, the way that the stress and the hurts and the pains made us, forged us, helped us see ourselves, and pushed us in a direction that kind of takes our breath away. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Hierophant. Then we have the Hierophant here in the public arena. We have to be mindful of authoritarian, determination of it has to be like this, or it can't be at all. Now we have to be mindful with that, with ourselves, with the way that we act with people and the way that we act with ourselves. But also we're going to be very drawn to people who just are very authoritative, very much, it's my way. It's not going to be so much my way or the highway at the beginning, but they're not going to move. They're not going to budge. And that's going to be a very hard thing. Our subconscious chakra message is divine wisdom. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. There's a sense of wisdom and insight and ideas really guiding us during this time, moving us forward, helping us to understand. So when we say, oh my gosh, I just know, or, oh, wow, that's an odd question to have, we're going to be like, where did that come from? Or why do I have to know that answer? Just go with it, because it's going to lead us in a direction that we hadn't expected, but the wisdom is going to lead us towards a higher success. Our subconscious rooted self is the sun. Let yourself shine, Libra. There's been enough of darkness. There's been enough of silence. Now it is time for you to shine, to embrace your own world. Our subconscious inner self is the shaman. Now the shaman is the, what is this, 13? The shaman is the hangman, yes, of course. And we see things differently than everybody else. We see the power that guides us forward. We see the fact the shaman and the high priestess coming together. This is a very spiritual time for us. When it comes to money and career, we might be saying, well, what the heck does the spiritual have to do with it? People know when you're present. People know when you show up with passion and, genuineness. And that's going to be one of the powers that you have during this time, Libra, to show up with that genuine caring, that genuine heart, that genuine passion, that genuine insight. And that's going to be the game changer. It brings us to not looking for answers externally. A lot of the answers are going to come internally. The subconscious emotional self is the 7 of Swords. I need to take what I need. I need to leave the rest. I've been betrayed before. There's something here that we're carrying with us that it's too much for us. We need to let it go. But it's so familiar. It's so familiar to carry this pain, this hurt, this wound, that when we mess up, when things fall apart, we just kind of stab ourselves with it again, that it's hard to let it go. So that's going to be something to be mindful of. Our subconscious public arena self is the world. We're finding our place within the world again. That's at our root. That's in the public arena. The public arena is all major arcana cards. And that's important because, at the root, it's all major arcana cards, but it's a major arcana deck. That's all we have. Here, they're all major arcana cards, and there are all the tarot to choose from. And so the public arena hits us hard. It's giving us lessons that we can't run away from, that are more intense than we had thought they were going to be. And we start to see where we stand, and why we stand, and what we stand for, and who it is that we are, and what it is that's important to us, and what it is that we want, and what it is that we need. And we start to really kind of peel back the layers and say, oh my gosh, that's me though. This is me. And I have to embrace and follow me. There's a change coming, Libra, and you can't hide from it, and you can't change it. It's actually going to change you. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the prosperity that is guiding us forward. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Libra.